Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am here with a cup of hot coffee and a big box of fabric. We are going to do an unboxing. I know I just did one not too long ago. I did a Marden's fabric haul. That was a 50-minute long video. I'm not doing that this time. I never want to do another unboxing or fabric haul that is that long. So we should be able to zip right through this. Fortunately, I don't have anything to chat about. Don't like when I chat. I'm like, no, why did I say all these things? But anyway, I used to do that. I don't care to do that anymore. I just don't. So I have 159 yards total. I asked for novelties and just regular quilt cottons, and hopefully he picked from another spot. I was like, I loved the duplicates. I got a lot of duplicates in my last two shipments. He had sent me a bunch, and then the next one I asked for those particular brands, and I got a lot of duplicates, which is awesome. I love the fabrics, I love the prints, but I wanted a variety. So I was like, maybe you can pick from something else this time. It just always worries me because I don't know what I'm going to be getting. So I said novelties, and I stressed that I want small-ish prints. You know, I always tell them, think of like cutting 5-inch squares. If it's a big print and a lot of space between the prints, if I cut 5-inch squares, somebody's going to get like a lot of just the print and somebody else might get just blank space. We don't want that. I like all over stuff, all over prints, kind of small. So it seems that he sent me, and I asked for 1.5 yard cuts. I'm going to start asking for more for some because I need more to sell. I sell out so quick during my flash sales and also Frenzies. So I want like not saying more variety, but more sets per lot. So things don't sell out as quick. So I might start asking for like 2 or 2.5 up to even 3 yards. That really scares me because if it's a print I don't care for, I don't want 3 yards of a print that I don't care for, especially if there's like 10 prints that I don't care for. That's a whole lot of not caring for fabric. But other people might want it. I don't know. Okay, so I got 50 novelty and 56 regular. He writes very tiny. So let's just get started. See, like right away, the first one off the top, tennis. No, it's not. Badminton. Badminton, or is it badminton? Let me look. Badminton. No G in there. I don't know why I wanted to put a G in there. I don't know what we used to call it when I was a kid. It was in French. I don't remember. I'm sad I don't remember. Okay, it's that. But see, this is just not something that I would pick, and especially green. I'm just not really big on green, but I like it, and it's going to be awesome if I do like novelty pre-cuts, you know, like no duplicates. So I shouldn't say I don't like it. I don't want you to think that it's not good fabric. It's just not something that I would pick, which is one reason why it's good that I'm not doing the picking. I get stuff that I wouldn't normally come home with, and that's almost always a good thing. This I like. Keys, all right? I like that. Oh, I like this because I like the colors. I like the red with the aqua. I'm terrible with my colors. Chair, table, clocks. I like that. Oh, I like this too. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. So far, I likey. Look, fish. I like that. That's good. Okay, I don't know what this is. Almost looked like a lighthouse. I don't know. Is it like a lighthouse? Doesn't matter. It's cool. And what I like about prints is even if it's a print I don't care for, if we cut narrow strips for sashing or things like that, you don't know what the print is, but you get the colors, especially for postage stamp quilts. Sometimes you just get a partial of whatever it is. Always good. Oh, I had this one before and I liked it. It's, I was going to say numbers, but no, that's the alphabet. I did get one with numbers too before. Some stars. I don't know what it says. When I am big. When I am big. When I am big. That's all it says. I'm already big. What's this little dude? A little kind of a bird or something. I never really seem to know what I'm talking about. That's just the way it is. I like glasses. I like this. See, I like weird stuff like this, and it's at a diagonal. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy with what we're getting here. Look, so cute. I need a sip of coffee. So good. I've had this before. I'll take it again. Two things that I like, hearts and buttons. And it's heart buttons. Little stars happening there. I had this before too. Now it's funny, again, I would never come home with desk lamp fabric, but it looks so cool because it's a light blue and the silvery. It looks so cool when I cut the scrappy pre-cuts, when I do the no duplicates, and that's why I wanted novelties, because I don't have enough of, hardly any at all, and I like doing the lots of pre-cuts. Oh my gosh, I really like this. I'd like to start doing theme quilt tops, Christmas, Easter, Valentine, whatever, because it gives me ideas and it gives me something to shop for. And then I can also say to him, if you have any Easter things, small prints, I'll take that or whatever. This one I could get this one all the time. I call it Retro Kitten or Kitty or something. And it's red and it's got the little kitty. Oh, I just love it. Love it. And I like this, another one with bunnies. I'm going to say that I want you guys to expect a lot more variety in the stuff that I'm sewing. I'm so into this right now. I want to ride this wave that I'm on, that I'm enjoying with the quilting and the fabric. And I have so many ideas. I just wish I had more time, but we're going to make it work. And I'm just excited to show you guys all the weird stuff that's in this brain space of mine. Let me get some more. Still novelties. Eiffel Tower? I don't know. I don't know stuff like that. I should. See, this is one thing that I tell him I don't care for, is like specific things, logos, Jeep. But you know what? Somebody else might like this. I'll find the exact right person who wants that says Jeep. It's not that I don't like it. It's just, it's specific. I actually like other things about this. I like the, just a beige background like that. I like the colors in there, browns and grays. What I do sometimes, though, is if I find that I have a fabric like a 1.5 yard cut like this, that I don't feel like mixing into the things that I sell, I just sell the whole 1.5 yard cut in my flash sales and Frenzies. Is that the globe? This one I've had before too, and I love it because it's buttons. Look at that. So nice. I don't know if these are still considered novelties, but wait till you see the selvage. Oh my God, it's the second time I see such a beautiful selvage. I sold, what was it, a panel that had this exact selvage, and I was like, bye-bye, selvage. You're going to new homes, because it was on a panel. I'm not going to get caught up into like trying to cut around selvages. I cut like a machine and whatever. I get little scraps of selvages and I'm happy. But just check this one out. Look it. It's frigging sewing machines. That in itself is enough to make you start hoarding your salvages. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Some deer. It doesn't ring Christmassy to me, so I like it. I love all the other shit that's going on. If just it didn't have that little red deer in there, because some people will think that's Christmas. I could keep it for a Christmas quilt. I had this before, little bows, butterflies, and I like orangey colors with red or pink, so I like that. Ooh, I like this very much too. I think I've had it maybe in a different color. I don't know, that might go good with this. It does. See, I like that. Oh, I've had this one. the big birds. Can't determine what it is. A heron is like the closest that I got to it because of the color of the beak. But I actually looked it up. Okay, I like this. I wonder what it's called. Look at the selvage. Oh my God, I'm so glad I get to look at selvages. First, the print. Like little love worms. They love each other. And look at the selvage. Where are you? This way. It's hearts. I want to make sure you're seeing it. Ah. Very easy to make me happy. It's really embarrassing that I'm not 100% sure this is the Eiffel Tower. Isn't that the one that's shaped like that? I have to look. I was right. And I kind of thought I was right, but I hate to commit because I might be wrong and then I feel like an idiot. I've had this before and I like it. Fruits and veggies. Have not had this one and I love it. Ah, I was hoping it had a fancy selvage, but it doesn't. It has just the circles. Look, ice cream cones. See, it just has the circles selvage, but still love that. I mean, I love selvages. I'll take pure white selvage or selvage with writing. Candy. I can't start looking at selvages for every piece, can I? I can't. I'm actually looking for a name. The Sweet Scoop. I'll probably just call it Candy Shop or something. It makes me think of like Good and Plenty candies. Is that what those are? The ones that are like licorice inside and they're like white and purple? Is that Good and Plenty? Oh my God, I have to look. Yes, I remembered what Good and Plenties are. But there's another kind. Is it something Mike and Ike? I don't know if it's anything like that. Guns. Again, I like the colors. I love the mottled background. That's good. Getting more. Now we're getting into what looks like not as many novelties. There might still be some. I do want to mention Fabric Frenzy 22 is the weekend of the 24th, January 24, 2019. No. We're in 2020 now. 2020. January 24, 2020. It runs the whole weekend. I'm going to try to have a little promotion to get some new people to hop on board for that. But I'm on vacation before that, so I don't know how much I'll be able to accomplish. I'm very nervous about not having enough ready for that frenzy, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be so wanting to work when I'm off my vacation. That's all I want to do is throw myself into work. I just love it so much knowing that I can work because I don't like vacations at all. I don't. People say, oh, have a good time, relax. That's like telling somebody who's going in to have a leg amputated, have a good time and relax. That's how much I want to leave this house and go on a vacation. Don't want to do it. So anyway, I'll be anxious to get back to work. And I thought I would do it old-fashioned frenzy style. I will have everything up on Friday. It starts Friday, the 24th, 2020, January 24. I said that so many times already. At noon Eastern time. So you have to figure out what time that is for you. And it's USA only. When I first started these sales, I used to put just one thing at a time, and it was in a Facebook group. I don't do that anymore because as soon as I'd put something up, everybody would jump on it, and my PayPal buttons could not keep up, and it would crash, and it was ending up being a nightmare. Still happens sometimes, but not as much. So what I'm going to do is have whatever's ready on Friday starting at noon, and then I'm going to just add stuff, not just like on Saturday, but I'm just going to add stuff throughout the day as I can. What I like about that is it keeps people having to come back and check to see if I have something new. It's going to be fun for me that way because it's more exciting for me. I like it. And a lot of people, when I used to do it that way, they liked it too. Well, some didn't because they felt like they had to just stay home and be at their computer. But others did. I used to do it for 10 hours. And there was some that would be like, oh my God, that was so fun. I just sat here at my house for 10 hours, I would like try to put something like every 15 minutes or so, and some people were just glued to that. So we're going to do it old-fashioned Frenzy style for this Frenzy 22 stuff at noon Friday, and then I'll just keep putting new items as I can Friday and Saturday and even on Sunday. Get ready for the madness, because it's exciting and fun. So more on that later. Pink, I always like pink. I love stripes like that are not just stripes but have things going on. I've had this before and I really, really like it. I love the colors and the design. I think I had it in that exact same color too. This I like. I love florals like this. I'm very happy. I've had this before and I like it. I'm good with that. Nice all over print. I've had this. But I've had these, but not the past 2 shipments. So this is going to let me make some really good, you know, lots of fat quarters. Look at that. How cute. And all the things that I do. I really love to give a variety. I've started doing short strips. I hope to have some of those. I should have, I won't have a new 100 fat quarters yet. I don't think I will have that ready. Are these little cupcakes? I don't know. It looks like a, no, I was going to say it looks like a cupcake with a plant. I guess the bottom part would be the pot for the plant, not a cupcake. But I will have, I believe, 50 fat 16ths. One of my most popular sizes. It's like a 9 by 10, but I try to cut like 9.5 by 10.5. It's a good size. You get 50, no duplicates. That's always exciting. Is this the same exact size? See, this one, it looks bigger to me. It's just the color. But I like that. I've had this before and I really like it. I think I'm only going to have 2 sets of my 50 scrappy pre-cuts. You know, 2 different lots, I should say. I try to have 3. I just didn't have time to do it. But I also will have a lot of batiks. And what I don't have ready, I will work on that. I promise. Okay, next. My mother's aide could be here in 10 minutes and I'm not done. And I just don't like to make them feel uncomfortable because I don't want them to worry that I can hear her talking or whatever. I just want her to have privacy. That's why I don't record when they're here. Love. Do really love this. I have a desire to make another postage stamp quilt with just all tiny little squares. Please get that idea out of my head. Like this. See, I like stuff like that. Just small prints, different. And I like stuff like this. Ooh, stripes. I love stripes. I especially like vertical stripes that run along with the selvage, because when they're horizontal and you cut, it's not always on grain, and I just don't like it. So this way it's always good. It's easy to cut, and oh, I love vertical stripes so much. Another vertical stripe. I think I've had this flower. I think I had it either like a red or white on black not too long ago. Ooh, this is pretty. Now, even though this is a fairly big print, it's all over. I like that, even for 5-inch scrappies, because when you cut, and if you get like 16 of them, they're all different, but yet they all work together. I really love that. I've had this before. Very good. More. I'm feeling rushed now. Polka dots. I've had this one. I probably still have this one. It's another repeat, but again, love polka dots. I've had this one. They're so good to mix with other quilt blocks. Love this. Do I have to tell you I love every frigging thing? I think I've had this, but maybe in a different color. Let's just say I love it all. See, I want to say I love it. I want to point it out. Good colors. Ooh, speckled. Look at that. I don't know if you can see. There's like little brown drops of shit all over this one. I love that. Love shitty stuff. Okay, bye to all of you who were just offended. Bye-bye. All right, that's cool. That's super cool. Love. Oh, that makes me want to make some kind of an aquarium quilt. I'd have no clue how to do that, but makes me think of that. Love that. I want to make a plaid quilt too. So many ideas. Oh, I've had this. I don't know if it's this exact color. It might have been different. I called it Lost Dots because there's like a dot in the center of, I don't know, are those supposed to be flowers? Butterflies? Whatever. But look, there's little dots in there. Oh, can anyone not love that as much as I do? Have, love. Oh my God, I'm so sickening. Not have. Love. Maybe a medium to low love for that one. Okay, this is a definite love, and I have not had it. You know you don't have to watch my videos. I hope you know that. Some people watch and they get mad because they hate what I'm saying, how I'm saying it, I'm boring. And they like to tell me that. And it's like, do you know you have the ability to stop watching me? It's like, I don't even know what this is. What the hell is this? I don't know, but I like it. This too. Oh, I'm so happy with this. We have more. We have a lot more. I'm so excited. This is awesome. It's making me have quilting ideas. Oh, I just wish, oh, this. Get the hell out. I want to put this on the floor and roll around on it. I mean, I just love this so much. It's so beautiful. There's some that I don't like to let them go. I just want to stare at them all the time. I love that so much. What I wish is like, but it's not that way with him. He's a wholesaler, and I can't say, oh, can I just have 5 yards of this? It doesn't work like that. So, you know, I do get people asking, oh, could you get me more of this print or that print? And, you know, I do get a lot of questions like that, and I gotta tell you, I don't even reply, because I say it enough here that I can't just do special orders. I can't. Hang on. I look like shit. All right, potted plants. That's awfully cute. Flower in a bucket. Oh, retro kids, I've had it. That's just what I call it. Oh, I haven't been looking at salvage. Good salvage, good salvage. Look, 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 look. Little tiny flowers. And retro kids. Aren't they cute? Oh, this is the retro kids that I have. This color. Still the little flowers. I actually want to try to start putting together some salvages to sell, because I know some of you would love that. I love this. I had it once in yellow and I think on blue, the little cars. I've had this before. Oh, we're back to novelties in case we haven't noticed. I'm so glad. I've had this. I love it. When I had my last novelties and I got down to the very end, they're not big enough to do my regular 5-inch squares. They end up getting cut to whatever size I have available, and they go on eBay. They did so well. People liked that. I had just, you know, like one batch of just novelties, and that was fun. This, love, never had this. Okay, my auctions are going to change a little bit. Let me have a sip of coffee. My penny auctions. I'm thinking I'm going to list them a little bit further apart. Like maybe every 5 days. I've been doing every 4 days. Maybe every 5 or 6 days. I have a lot of shipping as it is. And those penny auctions, as much as I enjoy them, and as much as I love that you guys love them, it's to the point where, you know, it's a lot of packaging all the time. And it's my least favorite thing to do. It's just very time consuming. But I do like, you know, I do like knowing that people are buying. It's not that I don't appreciate that. It's just, Look, I appreciate everything that I'm able to do here at home. I appreciate everyone who watches my videos, who buys my stuff. That's all good. But the thing is it's not the end of the world if all of this fell apart for me. So I try to keep myself happy and not say, well, gee, I have to do this or they're going to stop. I don't have to do anything. I'm trying to really let myself know that I'm good, you know, so I can make the changes I want and just go with the flow. So I'm going to be just changing a little bit of the penny auctions, but because I'm going to be doing them less often, I thought I could sell, you know, more at once. People seem to like that because then they can like try to win various things that they have a plan for. Do remember, if you have your eye on like 5 different things and you only win one of them, you can't come to me now and say, well, I didn't get the others, so I don't want this one either. That's not how eBay works. Read the rules. If you win something, you're the winner, whether you still want it or not. And I do go through all the motions. I have it all set up. You don't pay, you get a strike. Plain and simple. I don't even care if I know you, you're a patron, a YouTube member. It's all set up automatically. eBay will notify you, and they'll put a strike on your account if you don't pay. Because I've done eBay for over 20 years now. 20 years this month! Wow! I can't believe that. And that's just, you know, I know there's people who bid and win and don't pay. I get that. And I also get that, you know, I do my job. You need to do your job. You bid, you've committed to paying. And I've had people say, and I have a good reply now, oh, can you just wait like 2 weeks? No, I can't because I have it set up. eBay is not going to wait. They're going to contact you. Oh, but I just need a little bit more time. And then I tell them, how would you feel if you paid me on time and then I asked you, do you mind if I wait 2 weeks to send to you? People wouldn't like that, but I paid you. Yeah, but you know, I want a little more time. You know, if something happens, you know what I mean, and I can't possibly do it, I wouldn't even ask for something like that. I would just be refunding people left and right. But you know what I'm saying? I don't say, oh, well, thank you for your payment. I'll try to get it out, you know, before March. You know what I mean? People would be like, but that's your job. Well, if you win and, you know, you win something, you need to pay. That's all. It's very simple. So it's almost comical, the things that people will say. And, you know, and it's a pain in the ass because I go through a lot to do the stuff that I do. Can we talk about the fact that this is fucking strawberries? I go through a lot, and this was pretty cool too, because watermelons, other things, if not, I don't eat that stuff. Good. Anyway, I don't know. I'm in a good mood. Look. I guess what I'm trying to say is people don't realize how much goes into what I do. And it's nice if you're going to play the game that you play fair and you follow through and do what you're supposed to do. And if you don't, well, then you're going to get a strike on your account. That's all. That's all there is to it. Oh, she's here. Hang on. This is just the first time with Carol that she comes while I'm recording. So I just told her I got maybe 10 minutes left of recording time, and I will let her know because sometimes my mother sends her here to get something. So I said, I'll let you know when you can come back over. All right. So I guess I did a lot of chatting. Am I going to regret it? I always regret chatting. Always. Look, buttons not on a color background that I've had. I had this in 2 colors before and I loved it so much. It was like this salmon color and there was like a sage green, but I don't see that coming up. So at least I got one. Like I said, if you don't like the stuff I talk about, there's other channels that you can watch. There is. I just think it's silly that people like to tell complete strangers what they don't like about them. You know? And it's not because it bothers me, like I'm going to change what I do for somebody like that. It's that it bothers me that there's so many people in this world that just think that that's a cool thing, that they're so entitled feeling. It makes me afraid. It's like, are these the people who are teaching children in school? Are these the people who are going to be our nurses and doctors? People who want to tell somebody something like, oh, I wish you wouldn't do this. I mean, it's like, well, there's a lot of things I wish. I wish too. A lot of things. But I'm not going to go to somebody's channel and tell them what they should be doing. What I want them to do or what they shouldn't be doing makes no sense to me at all. None. I'll never understand that mentality, that way of thinking, that feeling of entitlement. I just don't get it. All of a sudden, I'm quiet. What the hell's wrong with me? I've had this, and I like it. Okay, I am seeing some repeats, but like I said, they're repeats from maybe a month or more so ago. Oh, I like this. And this. Is it the same print? I do believe it is. It looks really different because of the coloring. Oh, I just love stuff like that. It's going to be really busy all of this month and part of February. Okay, this is really nice. The colors, brown, some very soft pink. Oh, I like this. Anything spotted like this, mottled, that's right up my alley. We're almost done. Aren't you happy? This. One more. Like that. Oh my God. I don't know how much footage I have. Well, I turned it off a couple times so it doesn't show. But that's it. I'm going to have to cut this video a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Please watch out for things before the sale in case you want to join. I give a free gift now when somebody joins, when I do a campaign. And the last campaign, I got quite a few new members. Even when the campaign was over, some people joined, and I had cut enough that I still had free gifts to give. It was 40 of my 2-inch squares to do a little small patchwork project, and I really like that. And I plan on having a free gift for the next campaign, so do watch, and maybe you can join and finally get your feet into one of my Frenzies and weekly weekend flash sales. No flash sale coming up this coming weekend, which will be the weekend of January 17, 2020. No flash sale, but there will be the big frenzy on the 24th, a la old-fashioned frenzy style. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!